She kind of moved on me. Well, and I moved that camera. I moved things without looking at it. Anyway, hello everybody. It's Tuesday. We're gonna get tweaky on some things. Oh, good. And now she's touching things. Y'all know how I feel about that.
There.
It's better.
At least it's not hanging, you know, like a chandelier.
Yeah. I'm gonna move mine there. That feels a little better. Anyway, hello everybody. It's Tuesday. We are, oh, actually, this is P over here.
Ham over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
Yeah, that's us. All right, do say hello in chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you're here. We like to know that you're here because we are a friendly, arty bunch. Especially these folks here in the chat. Extremely friendly. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to all that YouTubey business. You know, you click like likes and things, and there's little bells to ring and all sorts of things. Yeah. And it should notify you when we do this. We do this 4 times a week. And then sometimes we have an impromptu crazy night. Like last night. If you didn't see that, we did our number 8 card. She did 7 and 8 because she was way behind. And I told her that she had to, at the very least, get her number 9 card done today. I plan on doing mine, even if I just have to, you know, sneaky get it done over here today. But maybe she'll give me some help with all of that. Let's say hello to everybody. Let's do that. Participants.
What's my number? 9.
9. Today's the 9th. If you're in doubt which day, just look at the date. Oh. And then if you are further behind than that, you miss some days.
Well, I've been known to do that.
Yeah. We've got Anne, Art Curious. Heather is here. Hi, Heather. It's been a little bit. Hope you are well. Becky, Carrie, Charmaine, Christy, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo, Dana, Debsy, Eddie, Elizabeth, Ellen, Estella, Flora, Griffin Shell, Holly King, Jeanette, aka Janet, Jennifer Scott. Hello, Jennifer. What is it? La Photo? NWA? Trying to put the letters together to, you know, if it makes sense there. Let us know in the chat who you are. Lee Fisher, Lexi, Linda, Lizanne, Lydia, Marguerite. Mark is here. Mark is now officially a regular. Giving you that badge, Mark. Paula Pinka, Sherry, Star Traveler, that is Linda and Trish Coogan. I hope you guys are all well. Hello, Darcy. She is here. I don't know why you didn't pop up in the list. I was wondering about that. If I did miss you, just give me that pinky hello hand like some of these folks are doing, or, you know, some kind of emoji, something. It does help me and lets me know. I don't know what you're doing, lady, but simmer down. Okay. Sherry Black Dog Designs, hello. Just me. Hello, just me. Okay, let's see here. Let's what are we doing? I don't know why I look kind of pale. I'm not really sure what all that's about. I'm gonna shine that light brighter on her, less on me. See if she gripes about that. She probably will. Okay. She's finding things and altering them. All right, we've got some new stuff to show you because Brad was a little bit busy last night and did some things, and then that's how things happen. We still have some other things that still need to be put in the shop. I have things photographed and this, that, the other, but, you know, it's a process. There's
process, y'all. 2
of us doing that part of the process. So, you know, unless somebody wants to come work for free. Or scraps. Or
I'm making my number 9. I'm committing to the process here.
Oh! Well, aren't you clever?
Well, sometimes.
That was a little scary with what you just did there.
I don't
I'm
know.
going topside.
I don't throw these away because I love the color of the handles. They suck every other aspect, but the handles are such a great color.
Thing keeps getting funky. I am not sure about this at all. See, look at it. I'm going to fix her. Fixer. See, that's how we do that.
Well, I thought I could do it with a hole punch, but
yeah,
I probably could if I had, you know, like a decent hole punch. But this is okay. This kind of looks like me a little bit, you know.
I know, but you have the memory keeper one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I do, but I needed a bigger hole. Orifice size is important.
Remember, your camera's right, you know. See those 3 little things?
Is this still sticking in the middle of my head? This one?
Mm-hmm. Well, ish, but not really. Not like when you're in the little thingy. I know, because when I brought it in, I brought it down really low.
There, is it good?
It is. I might be messing with it in a minute, but that's fine.
Okay.
You're all good.
Well, a bit wonky. Everybody will know that I cut it out.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. This is the innards from some stencil that I don't know about.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not allowed to talk about things, so I don't feel obligated to know any of this stuff
because when we tell you just
yeah.
blurt it out. Even when I say, "Hey, don't talk about this yet," but then she forgets that part and is excited about it. So then she wants to tell y'all about it.
Yeah. Well, this is a 9 from innards. I don't know which one. I would tell you if I knew. Right.
If I had to guess, I don't know how it ended up here.
Oh, because I talked to the scrapers.
Oh.
Scrapers hooked me up.
Yes, it is.
I got an in with the scrapers.
You do. She goes down and visits with them, sits at the table, and then just takes things. It is from The Journey Home. Stencils.
And, you know, if I had somebody that knew, you know, like, because this really is a very, a wonderfully made in the good old US of A. This is the Paper King. Well, see, that's their first mistake. It should have been Queen. Has a nice little, you know,
spring
boinger.
A boinger.
I can't read the writing. It is made in the USA. It says it right there. So you know how old this is.
No, Becky, it's Brad.
What?
They're trying to guess who made the stencil. Because don't you recognize some of the patterns?
Yeah. And boy, have I've been having a great time this morning. Okay, so Brad brought it up and showed it to me
last night.
I said, I like it. I don't know what the name of it is, but I feel like, you know, to me it has a...
And I told him to ask you about the name.
Tapestry. I wanted something to do with tapestry. But that doesn't, you know...
I don't know who searches that.
I don't know who searches that either.
Yeah.
So there's always that consideration. And the thing about it is whenever I name something, you can pretty well tell that it's not a good thing because I can never find anything. I think it should be something, and I will type that in, and that's not, it's not a good word for search.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, it's such a crazy thing because it's like, I know how I search for like other products, but like for stencils, because I didn't really know about stencils before we started making our own. You know? So like, I wasn't purposefully hunting them down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all let us know. Are you searching like particular styles? See, they're just hanging out with us now. And they're just like, they know that we're going to show them some new stuff.
Yeah.
And it, you know.
Alrighty. Well, yeah. Let's just get on with it. Did you call out names already?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're moving along. All right, I'm showing you this, and then I'm going to show you my version. Shocker.
Yeah, sure, I'd cut the edge off.
Yeah, I spent the morning doing that.
But she did the hard work.
So here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
And then this.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom chakalaka. Now let me explain something to you. If you decide to alter your stencil, the reason that I like to do this is because, see the little border around there? I can't, because of my eyesight or inability to put things down where they need to be.
It's a user thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just best if I don't have that I have to line up line 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've already got one on this side. I can do one,
Hey, Devin.
2
Hey, Mary Ellen.
sides, but when I have to do 4 sides, I'm really hard pressed to get something down there. And
Yeah.
so what I did to extend the stencil is I didn't cut it off inside. I went through and I cut each line
Painstakingly.
painstakingly.
And she was super nice and did it prior to the stream. So that way we didn't have to watch her do that. Now, I know some of y'all really you do enjoy watching her do that, but I do not.
Yeah. I don't even like watching me do it. So there is that. Then this is the next iteration of said stencil, reversing out the gauze pattern with bubbles. I don't know if it's a bubble.
And it's kind of a big gauze pattern. So if you're like, oh, well, I kind of already have those, but you don't really have them in this scale. It's a different scale. Because, you know, we don't like to offer anything that's like, you know, see.
And okay, and I can show you. Yeah. So this is a great companion piece. And I tried to find my bubbles. I couldn't find my bubbles, but I found something that I
Did you look in water?
What?
Did you look in your water folder? You
Should
didn't.
have. No, but it's okay. I it's too late. It's too late to change
course
in the middle of the stream.
Hello,
All right.
Angela.
So I'm going to hand these back to Mariah because these are the ones that were.
Yeah, we want to show you before and after.
Yeah.
That's
what they look like. All right, I'm going to show you these because I think we did talk about these a little bit, or I had them out here.
Well, yeah, and so these particular ones are Yolande's, Devin Rex, or are these? Wait, you cut the border off of these, right?
Yes.
These are not Devin's. These are.
Yeah, now this one had the border already cut off. This one.
Those are Devin's. Okay, so those are circle, the ones that have the straight, because you can see that where she cut things.
Yeah, see here, right
those
here.
are Mondrian line circles by Paula. The other one is Circle Pop by Yolande. Sorry, Paula is Mondrian.
All right, so I just cut that little bit off because it was kind of awkward looking and really.
Paula says, mine, I think.
So anyhow, what I thought is that I thought these are going to work great with these.
Yes. Look at that.
I know. Sometimes I'm just so brilliant. I surprise myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got this size. We've got this size. And then we've got this one, which isn't really part of the group, but it plays well.
Yes.
So the one that I used this morning was, what's the one that's got the blue on it? This one. And I loved it. So I went ahead and did some extras. Let me get my floating table back over here. Okay, so you can see this was, I don't know, maybe this was number 1. Yeah. Okay. This was number 2. This is number 1. Yada.
Yeah.
And still had lots of stuff down. Number 2. Right.
Hi, Linda. Hey,
and
Jessie.
then I flopped it off on this one.
Hey, Christy.
Then pulled it up. And then it got this. So, I mean, 4 out of 1. So I'm saving these because now what we want to do.
Hey, Mimi.
Oh, I need to show you these though, because these are so exciting. I showed them to Brad already. Now this one was.
That bubble at the top looks fabulous.
I know, and see, this is this one.
And I think the cool thing is that, see, like, I would just cut off the bubble part and, like, use that for something.
I'm not cutting off the bubble part. I like it.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, just use the bubble part. because it looks
Yeah,
fantastic.
and what's nice about these is they've got these big flat open spaces here
Yeah.
that you can, you know, do it without having to tape crap off. All right.
Yeah. What? Oh, I know.
Did you fix it?
Yeah.
See,
I
I
just have
can't
to now
see.
fight
I don't
with
know.
all of this stuff to be able to move through there. So yeah, it's better.
Still needs it. Tell me when. Oh, sorry, Brad. Here, you're going to shut this drawer.
Mm.
Wait,
Yeah,
am I going
because
the
see,
wrong way?
now,
Mhm.
yeah, you're going the wrong way because it's on my head. It's chandeliering me.
Oh, you want to go up more? Okay. Here.
There. I bet that's it.
There we go. Oh, now it's cockeyed there. And
Okay, so I wanted to talk. You remember my pen that I had that I did the Okay, here's what's really cool. If it's not, I sealed it with this, but it comes off and stays on the plate. So I got this from the residue. Isn't that cool?
that is very cool. Now you can bring it down towards you a bit more if you want. Like, you know, towards you. No, not the camera. Your stuff.
Oh, my stuff.
There you go.
Oh, okay. So I haven't done anything with this one, and I'm anxious to do something with this one because I think it's going to lend itself to the linos. And look, see that? Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
And I've got this one, which it's on top of paint, so I'm hoping that it's going to do a bit of a transfer.
Hey, Bree.
And this one's just cleaned up, but look at that. Look at that gorgeous
That
stencil. And look
looks
at
awesome.
these little stamps. This is one of my Braille.
Wow.
And then this one actually wasn't.
Mhm.
I went in with the full intent of having the pink down the middle and the blues on the side. And then I went ahead and went over it again when I put the other stencil down and used yellow on top of it. I'm hoping we're going to get to do some of that.
Yeah.
Do some of that. Check this out.
Very nice.
I really, you know, I needed to have more opaque yellow. But it did nice things out here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm going to leave that one alone for a little bit. So then I've got these three,
Ooh.
which are all candidates for
Mm-hmm.
the stencil.
The stencil. The mashup stencils.
Yes. So that's what we're going to do. And I don't know. I'm just going to do it organically. I don't know whether that's exact. And, you know, in the process of moving all this stuff about, I'm sure I'm probably losing something that I really,
Mm-hmm.
losing something I really wanted to use. And I did discover something, and I don't know if it's helpful to y'all or not, but I will tell you about it. You know how sometimes you have trouble on the big gel plate, especially lining it up so that you have your top and your bottom covered with paint instead of having that, you know, line of something up there. So what I did is I used one of the old
Cricut mats.
Cricut mats. Still has enough sticky on it that it keeps the paper in place.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I put down my I'm hooking my 9 on the purple on the
Hey,
pencil.
Betty.
Put my gel plate down over this, I'm going to see the edges of the paper so I can make sure I've got paint going past that, and then I will have full coverage. Does that make sense?
Show us.
I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. That's probably a good thing. I'm just yammering on here.
Yes.
Okay. So I put my plate down and I kind of, you know,
Oh.
see what I'm talking about? Now I know when I'm brayering out my paint,
Stay within the white area, or
I
go
need
a little
to
past.
go a little past in order to accommodate a full piece of paper. Now, that may seem like something that's not terribly earth-shatteringly important, but I think it is. Yeah. Okay. So, and the other good thing about it is you know where to place your stencil, right? So, look at the patina on this already. Isn't it just absolutely gobsmackingly wonderful?
It is.
So see what I'm talking about here? I know I don't have to guess at it. I can put it right down here so that I know that I've got my stencil over the main part of the...
Yeah.
And you notice that I put it down with the white.
Down.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of paint on it, but I haven't mucked it up too much yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we want this to go on to here. So let's talk about our coloration.
Mm-hmm. Prussian.
Prussian, I'm kind of leaning towards Prussian also.
Or just go with that darker purple.
Well, I'm liking the idea of the Prussian because there really isn't Prussian out here. There is purple out here.
Yeah.
So I would be bringing in another color that would be making me happy. But now see, when I get ready to put my paper back down, I've got where I need to go.
It's a new stencil.
Because
Actually, there's 2 versions. It's a mashup stencil available as of today.
Yes, and see, here's the other one. Voila.
Mix and match them. They were also talking about, because her and Brad just went on and on about this thing for quite some time. I was a little less involved other than...
Pardon me.
So what she didn't decide what she wanted to name it. And Brad was like, all right, well, what do we name it? I said, well, I think it's a good mashup. Because it was literally a mashup of bubbles and gauze. But the only thing is that it has been altered in its size, which is super cool. Because if you already own those stencils, it's going to be really cool to mash it up then with those. Or if you were brand new to all of this and just are really unsure about which stencil, this would be a great stencil to own as your very first.
I think so too, because, you know, somebody asked that the other day, you know, what would you recommend? Well, the reason I absolutely love this is going to teach you about paint. And why is it going to teach you about paint? Because you're going to be masking these big fat areas here. You're going to be masking what's underneath.
Yeah.
So when I do this, do you see what happens? You're going to see this and this.
And then
this is going to be covered up. This, and this is going to stay the same.
And you can flip and flop them.
You can flip and flop them.
Which will also
you can too.
Do some fun things.
Now, this one probably will be a lot easier to really see and understand because it's just the white.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the one we'll start
with that.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's do it. We've got, I have to make sure that I grab my right Prussian here, not the open.
Yeah.
Don't need to be
We don't need to be here all day waiting for it to dry to make your point that it was a really good stencil to use.
It's a really good one.
Promise.
But you're going to have to check back next week.
Oh, Thursday. It'll be dry by then, maybe.
And remember, don't be afraid to use a little paint here. Because you're going in between the stencil. Now, one thing about using the newer stencils, they require less paint because they don't have a buildup and you don't have to
kind of fight through
dig it, you know, really bear down on your brayer to get it down into the crevasses.
Yeah. Hey, Kim. Yes, the art's starting. Paint is down. This counts. I just love Prussian blue.
I love Prussian blue too. Now, the thing about this is what I want to have ready over here
Yeah.
is I want to have something ready over here that
To
I
flop
can-
it off on.
to flop it off on. And I
Don't miss that opportunity.
don't miss that opportunity. And actually, I'm just going to use what I've already got down here.
Oh, yes.
Because
Lovely.
I don't really have one over here that I want to.
Now, what are you going to brayer off on? Kind of really in a...
Oh, I'm going to
Just leave it on the brayer?
yeah, until I get through.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Carrie has a question. Are there any tips to lifting this from the plate? Fingernails. Tweezers.
Yeah, that's the best I can do.
Hey, the other thing you might consider is adding a little washi tape tab to the edge of it in maybe that thicker, off of the wave. So then that way you do have something more to pull, because it's a pretty Brad did a really good job with this as far as making it
yeah.
super substantial. It shouldn't have any crazy. Now, if you cut the border off of it, it becomes less, and then,
Yeah. Okay, gotta get this out here. It's sticky, and I need to get.
Oh, bye, Miriam. Thanks for hanging.
Is she? She's probably getting ready to stream.
Well, yeah, and she's got a trip tomorrow. She's got to wake up at 4:30.
Oof.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it, but I'm not worth a damn for the rest of the day.
Ooh, look at that.
That's cool.
That's very cool. Love it when that happens.
It doesn't always.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have. I need that other little brayer right here.
Oh, good God. She scares me when she does that.
Okay. Trying to keep those edges more cleaned up, because I have found I have a lot less problem with my paper grabbing onto that edge and tearing as I pull it off.
Yes.
If I keep that under control.
The tips and tricks are strong today, y'all.
Oh
Check
my God.
that.
Look at this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Now,
funny.
I mean, if you are not absolutely blown away by that, then I don't know what to tell you.
We don't know how to impress
you. Go to a David Copperfield magic show.
That's
the only thing I think that would,
All right, get you oohed and awed.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I trying to say here? Words are hard.
Yeah, sometimes they are.
We need to discuss this print further, but is there something else that you need to do?
No, I can wait for this to dry.
Okay, we'll put that back on the shelf, because let's talk about this a little bit, because there's some things happening here that are pretty interesting. Because I would have expected those solid areas. Why are they not full on solid? Where's my poor little brain? Oh, it's okay. See, my poor little brain. This is so David Copperfield of the, gel prints, because it's like, ooh, a little.
All right.
Sleight of hand.
All right. So here's what you have to understand. There were 2 layers of paint on here before I ever put this one down.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the 3rd layer of paint. So you actually hear where, it didn't go down in, that it continues on across. That's because there's a hump.
A hump.
A hump.
A hump. My lovely
and if there's a hump,
hump,
there's also a valley. You have hills. What goes up must come down. Kind of thing going on there. But isn't it one, because it's very random.
Yes. Like, it's still kind of tripping my brain out, but.
Well, you saw it before. You know what it looked like. It looked like this.
I know, but
except it was
so
white.
Cool.
It was all white.
Yeah. All right, do another one.
All right, let's do it.
Press me again, woman.
Let's do another one.
This I find fascinating.
I just think that this print is just really, yeah, I don't think I'm going to cut that one up.
Getty. Magic.
All right, so now we need to get back over here, first of all. And we need to do some things here first.
Yes, that's why I was like, did you want to do something with that? Because it's cool too.
It is cool, but we're gonna get this off of here with probably I hope one pull. This is a good pull paint.
It will pull.
It will pull.
Let's get physical. This is a little, you know, some. She's gonna pull some dark stuff with dark stuff.
Yeah.
She's really into the
well,
dark art.
actually, this is not going to be dark. That's what I love about that fluid. Acrylic. And I'm going to go ahead and go with a new piece of paper simply because I do want to get this off of here. And you know what happens if you're pulling from a piece that has paint on it.
Okay. There has been a request of technique. Do one with the mashup down first, then another stencil, please. So,
well, that's what happened on this one. You realize this one here.
Yeah.
Let me just get this.
Don't worry. She's gonna do lots of things with it. She wanted to play with this.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll glue down a number today.
Number 9. We might have a late night session again while I finish up number 9. I mean, I've got the camera on this side, so that's good. I mean, you know, above my head here. And I could do that. And hopefully we're going to get most of this grunge off of here with this print.
Now I have that song in my head. Eddie.
Isn't that wonderful?
Ooh, I do like that.
Now,
Becky probably loves this. This is so Becky. It's purple. It's a little grungy, but it's got some fun whimsy.
Okay, I'm going to put this aside because this is another candidate for another layer of stuff. All right, I'm going to try and get some of this stuff up around the edge here so I don't have... I don't like to get that straight line going there because that's when it starts building up and grabbing the edge of your paper and you yank it up, and that's when you have those tears that make you a little bit angry. And I did condition this plate prior to all of this, so it's in good shape.
I don't know if I love that sound.
Okay, now we've got this mussed about, so we got to get this straightened up. There we go.
I'm telling her to always get straightened up.
Get it straightened up. So let's talk about, now we've got this one we could use. This is the flop off.
Well, I think what you should...
Okay, so what, talk to me again.
Okay, yeah.
Well, what do I need to do?
Okay. Sorry, there's lots of... Okay. I'm sorry. My brain has been a little just... Ugh, I don't know what's up. Anyway, do one with the mashup down first and then a different stencil after.
All right, you got it. We'll do this one because we did that one other a while ago. All right, so see, I've got my white side here.
I have to think about that.
What?
I'm just like my brain, like because I'm new to this stencil, so it's really giving me a workout in my poor little brain that's already struggling today.
Is it hurting?
It's hurting. You seen the smoke coming out? Weird smell.
I didn't want to say anything. I thought it might be something else. Okay. Here we go. So, we want to keep in mind when we're doing this, where do we want to go with this? Do we want it to be, okay, so this is not a good one because this is the 3. Here we go. This is the 1. So this is what happens here. You get this area.
Sorry. Eddie made me laugh out loud. His fault. That's such an old man kind of joke there.
Well, I have this stuff in the way that I can't see.
He says, because Brad was asking, hey, everybody in the chat, let us know, did you enjoy the late night stream? And then that was asked what time it was, and it was about 8 o'clock-ish, about 8:15 to be exact, if you want to know, like spot on. But that would be probably around about no later, because I tell you, I can't go much longer because my poor, again, that's probably why I'm a little sluggish today, because I had to put more brain power out there yesterday.
Okay, I have things that might fall.
Okay. I'm
just running out of flat surface. I really have to do something with this back here. I mean, it's getting totally out of control.
Have you noticed? I haven't said anything. I'm waiting you out. Either it's gonna fall on you, which I'm sorry. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I might have to go to the hospital.
That's
again.
true. Maybe we should buy you a helmet.
It makes my head sweat. I don't even like my headset because my ears get sweaty. I have a very hot head.
She does.
I have a hot head and hot feet.
Anyway, Eddie then ended up saying that an evening stream is what he calls his trips to the bathroom at night. He's funny.
Hawthorne, Eddie. You need to take Hawthorne.
Hawthorne, Eddie.
I don't know if it works for dudes, but it works for me. We do have a bit different plumbing, but you know. Okay, so what we're thinking about here is we're thinking about, because this is kind of like you've got to plan ahead just a little bit.
Yeah.
Not excessively, and you don't have to like.
No, I think actually what you're saying, here we go, because I don't want anybody that is new to this here stencil to be intimidated by it by any means, because I think it's going to be a super fun one to play with. It is, and it doesn't have a right or a wrong way to do it. But as you get better with it, or as you are playing with it, it's probably a really good idea to take some good mental notes of, ooh, well, that was interesting. Because it's got to be one of those. It's very interactive. It's not just, hey, this is its layer. This one has... Yes. And this is where you're going to start differentiating between your opaque and your transparent. Do you want that layer to show through? Or do you want to cover it up and have that be what makes it stand out? Right. That's where you have to start. And there just isn't any other way except doing it. I can explain it to you till the cows come home. Yeah. And it still is not going to be the same as when you do it and you have that wonderful moment. I know that sent a little bar. No, hey, we have an equalizer. So if you get too crazy. I'm being equalized. Okay, I put this up here a while ago, and then I got some weird stuff going on that covered up the chat there, so I have to be careful. Okay. All right, so basically what I want to do here is I want to either go extremely dark or extremely light or extremely transparent. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 with 1. I'm going to go with this. I don't have enough of that. And I've got another bottle of it someplace. I just don't know where the hell it is. Okay, let's go with some phthalo green. Okay. This is a bit like Jenkins, except it's slightly more transparent. And it is in the blue shade. So that's going to be important here because, ooh. Careful. It'll get spitty too if you don't. Oh, is that the new bottle? That's the new bottle. I've got to use up my little one first. I like this idea. Aha, here we go. And the reason I want to use these up is because I'm going to gradually move these into my washout mixture. You mean because they take up less room. I can get more of them on there. She always likes that. I don't really like this nozzle. But it's not going to matter with that stuff because it doesn't have enough to get clogged up. Yeah, that makes sense. Christy, well, you got to pick the little paint scab off. Here's all I have to say about the night streams. They are not going to be scheduled. That is not going to become a regular thing. It is strictly that I guess we will say that, it'll probably be, somewhere between 7 and 8 o'clock Central Time, around about. Because, we got to eat and whatnot. Who's it, what's it? Anyway. But yes, just to kind of get some things done. And plus, P and I really did have a very good time last night. We really did. It was fun.
I mean, I just...
I mean, we have this fun too, but this is more scheduled and like, you know, hey, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And last night was more like, we just need to get some of this other stuff done. So it was a little more fun.
Oh, okay, so that was phthalo green blue shade. This is phthalo blue green shade. I think they should be friends.
One would think. I like the idea of it anyway. Yes, exactly, Griffin Shell. Rhonda. That would be a very good reason for setting your notifications, because if you have it, like, so whenever you subscribe to a channel, you have that option to like, or you can go back to, like, right now, you could click on the little bell or subscribe thing, and then the bell comes down, I think, or the notification deal, and then it says, you know, how do you want to know every time or sometimes, or stop telling
on
me
Thursdays, or, you know.
It doesn't give you that much detail. That'd be nice.
All right, I'm not going to get much of a flop off on this, but I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Just grab it at one of these points where it's really...
in the thicker wave, the mask part.
Yeah. And I'm going to start over here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, there's, yeah, I mean, there's, I'm never not gonna, unless it's really bad. I did.
What?
I threatened to take the one stream down with Izzy and I, but actually it was really sweet and very entertaining. I did watch it back. I was a little stressed during the time.
Yeah, because she's highly unpredictable. And she follows, you saw how well she follows instructions.
Mm-hmm. She's learned from the best. She really has. But yes, it was a little stressful. Just kind of like.
So this is what you get. Okay. Everybody good with that? All right. Do a bit of mopping up on your edge, so that you don't have to worry about so much.
Oh.
You know, if you change out your next color, you don't want, the only place that you have it is right there in a big glob on the edge. And you know, I have prints like that, and the thing about it is, I don't mind so terribly much, but I'm just telling you. All right, now here's where, if I can find my other stuff.
Darn that.
I just had it here. I know it's here somewhere. All right, I don't want to lose this in the process of. I will say on the fluid acrylics, you do need to move along rather quickly, getting your paper down. They dry fairly rapidly, and that could explain that little thing right there.
Already dry.
Yeah. Ah, there it is.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to work that out, Lee. I was like, oh, is that the same time? Even, yeah.
Okay, now I need to square this stuff up here. We're getting off, and it's bothering me.
Just get squared up.
And Mariah will be hollering any minute now.
I'm trying not to focus in on that. I love the way that looks right now, though.
I do too. All right, so now we go back to our original here, which we're going to superimpose this on top. So let's talk about color here.
Because this is the other mashup.
This is the other one. I'm thinking about going with yellow. Because I think the yellow...
I think lime green would be fun. Because then it's sort of yellow, but you're more in the bluey tones and stuff, and that might be more fun.
And I definitely want opaque. So I'm going to come over here. We may have to make some opaque yellow. See, this says it is, but I'm telling you it's not. And the thing about it is, depending on what you, how you brayer it.
Yep.
She's throwing things
it's
at
like
me.
bowling. Just knock down some pins.
She's bowling. Okay, now this is half and half. I don't know. That might be a good one. So what I'll do is we will go boom, 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 boom.
I like some boom, boom.
Or I can go boom, 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 boom.
I think, what do I think here? I think that you would be better off with the green over the blue areas and the yellow over the more center part. So yes, I think that last, how you said last.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want this down here.
Mm-hmm. Green in the bubbles, yellow.
Green in the bubbles.
Yellow in the gauze.
Well, where you are. My favorite yellow. I'm going to have to order some more of this, Mariah.
Yeah.
Now, where was this?
Oh, in the little spot.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I like this. It's just, it's transparent, but it's got oomph. And I think it's just because of the quality of the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use a big tube of this because I know I love it.
Okay, well, that's the Winsor Newton. Is that the Galleria?
Winsor Newton Galleria acrylic.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to give it a little bit more here because we've got more area to cover.
I hope y'all are, I think y'all are intent, they're being very
Quiet?
intent watchers because, yeah, nobody's really saying anything in the chat. They're very...
Okay, now I don't even really need to use my big old brayer. I can just take my little one because see, I've got that,
Work it in.
that line there that I don't have to worry about it. And even if I do get a little bit over the line, it's not going to be a whole
Right.
big to do.
Because that's a big, nice, masked out area. Now, you missed one of your humps there. There you go.
Yeah, I really didn't want to do that, but oh well.
It'll be all right. We're experimenting. It's Tweaky Tuesday. Those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy ups if you haven't. I see a few y'all haven't. So, you know, thumbsy ups because it'll let other people know that, you know, we're doing things over here and they may want to be here. And
I'm not going to try to take that off because I need to get this down.
now, yellow got a little smudgy, but
I think
we
it's still
shall
going to
see.
be okay.
Yeah.
And after a while, you will notice that your paper, your putty down paper, you got to keep moving it about the cabin because it's not going to, and it's just like it's tearing right now. So we're just going to throw that down on the floor.
Get her a new one.
Get us a new one. And get some of this paint off of here.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Eileen. Yeah, some people are definitely having problems today. I would say that it's weather related and where you're at in the world. That's fun.
Now I still have the open white areas. So our next step here, we're pretty good on that. I'm just going to leave that stuff out there. I don't know that it's going to be a deal breaker or not.
Right.
Don't know. But look at how cool this is looking.
Oh, it is.
Turn that around
That'll
like
win
that.
For the brayer off.
Okay, and I want to keep this because I'm going to slam this booger back down.
Hi,
here.
Michelle.
if it's an old, this is a fairly old. I don't know. It's one of my younger old versions. Always brayer it down because the little lines. It's easy to get stuff
Ripples.
underneath them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what I'm thinking on this is my rose.
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 Where you at, Rose?
Permanent rose. Okay, why? Well, because it's going to, now the only place it's probably going to do a little bit of weird stuff is where, but I'm hoping it's going to go purple.
Yeah.
And it might go a little bit brown on the green, but I think it's going to be okay.
Lydia, who is, I believe, your swap partner, right? One of your swap partners.
Granito?
Yes, she went for dental cleaning today and has secured her bib.
Oh, yay. I've got to call those people first thing tomorrow.
It's a plain white one, but not for long, is what she says.
Well, you'll have to tell them that they have.
Yeah. Did you mention that they could get other colors? And that you would like that? And you might come see them more often.
Could be a draw.
It could be a draw.
Oops.
Now, keep in mind, those of you that already own gauze, which quite a few of y'all do, you gotta get a lot of paint in there.
Yeah.
It's deceivingly porous and needs paint.
It requires more paint.
Yes.
And I'm not going to be able to do that and mess around with this. So,
yep.
Here we go.
Choices.
A lot of rustling here.
Okay. Oh, my P&M order just arrived with lots of great stamps. Oh, wonderful. Organizing them as I watch. Do the bird and the bee go with the flowers bin or the oddities box?
Whatever you want.
Do the bird?
Once you buy them, you can do whatever you want. You can cut the crap out of them too. Poke holes in them. Alter them in any way you see fit. Once you've paid for them,
I need more information, Ricky. I'm trying to think. Sorry. This is probably not the day to, my poor little brain.
Oh, yes. Oh, God. I just love it when I absolutely hit it.
That is some funky.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's talk just a bit about our color choices here, because I think that this is really good information.
Oh, okay, Lydia. I was wondering, why is Eddie talking about lobsters? What the hell? Okay, so Lydia, she did tell the dentist that she needed it for an art project, and that that other participants had mentioned that they had them in different colors, and that that the dentist wanted to get some in lobster prints, but they only had the white.
Well,
yeah,
I'll ask them the next time I go. What?
Yeah.
Gosh, there seems to be quite a bit. I'm going to try something here.
Okay.
Y'all.
Oh, no. Oh.
Because this is a good one to do this with. But when I picked it up, it was really sticky. So yeah. I know that there's an excess of paint on there.
Right, and it hasn't fully dried yet.
Yeah, it's still moist.
Mm-hmm.
Moist.
Oh.
What?
I was like, I think she ordered stamps as well as like postage stamps. She got some as well as her PM Artist Studios order, which I was like, because I was trying to think, I don't know, I guess however you want to put them together, and then I was trying to think about what you ordered.
How they would go together.
And how that would go together. I love you, Ricky. I love that you're organizing your thing. Hi,
Did you see that Fran that I pulled there? That's what I call these. When she pulls it up and looks at it.
Yeah.
Now look
Oh.
how cool that looks.
That's fabulous. You can't do this with every stencil.
You can't.
Not this vigorously, that's for sure.
Yeah, some of those ones that have flippy floppy pieces.
And he's just gonna order
Bep,
it.
bep, 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 bep.
They have variety packs.
They're no
That'd be
way, no.
awesome.
They're just no way, no. I'm not going to
Yeah.
use that other word that Carmichael used to use because it's a bad word, and I know it is.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that this is, I don't see other people doing this. Of course, I don't watch a lot of other people because it's boring. But I think that this is just such, number one, it's cleaning your stencil. Number two, you're getting something down that there isn't any other way that you're going to get this look. Because even where it's kind of blurbed out, whatever, I still think it looks really cool.
Yes. I love
It's
that.
very textural.
And I feel like you've put more work into the brayer off. You know, like
Yeah.
you're making it more.
Yeah.
Yeah. That it's just something that happened.
A happenstance.
Yes.
All right, I have to clean this off because I do just love this green.
They do have variety packs that you can purchase on Amazon of dental bibs.
Of what?
Dental bib variety pack.
Oh.
You know. Like the
All right, so I'm cleaning up my hands because I'm going to grab this print and we're going to talk about this because this is muy importante. I used to have a little, and I don't know what happened to it. Mariah probably took it off and used it. Little did she know.
What are we talking about?
It was a print that I had up there where I had used the permanent rose over the blue shade. Isn't that what phthalo green? Blue shade, isn't that what I used here?
Okay.
Because it makes a wonderful deep maroony purple.
And what happened?
I had one up here to demonstrate it with this concept that we've got going on right here. Okay. So what do we have? When you start mixing cool and warm colors is when you start getting brown.
Yeah.
Usually. Except if you go with these here. So I used the phthalo green blue shade, and then I used the phthalo blue green shade.
Oh, we do. We have some in purple.
What?
Lynn said those cricket mats come in purple too. We have purple, blue ones.
I don't care for the purple. I like the green. It's almost like a neutral. I think it looks good with everything. Me included. I do like purple too, though.
Yeah.
All right, so I hope this explains, how this works and how you can use it.
Yeah.
Because right now we've got 3 different stencils on here. You realize?
Yeah.
And I just, when you're going over those areas and you want that contrast, you want them to be able to see, you can see this line simply because of the negative space. It's not that you put it down there.
Yeah.
It's down there because it was left open, and then when you used another stencil, you pull that up. But anyway, I think that these are wonderful stencils, and really, really happy with them. And, I've got this also. But what I'm trying to do today, as much as anything, because I spent my morning messing around and playing with these instead of making packets for your orders.
Yeah.
And I have to do that this afternoon after this stream because I know that they're going to...
more orders can be rolling in.
Yes, I anticipate that because of the absolutely spot on. Okay. Isn't this working out? Look at this. I can just flip that over and say, look, okay, there's my paper that shows me where I need to be lining up my print.
I'm proud of you.
Now, what are we thinking about this?
What are we thinking?
What are we thinking?
I don't know, but there's some weird thumping, like, I don't know what I keep hearing. Tripping me out, though.
All right, so I definitely think I want to use the 2-wave rather than 3-wave, and that's how I separate them.
Is that how you separate them?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to keep them separated.
So, see, this is 2-wave, 2-wave, 3-wave.
Maybe that's what we should, that's mashup 2-wave, mashup 3-wave. It's just style 1 and 2.
Oh.
We got to keep it simple, y'all.
Yeah, well, whatever. All right, so I'm going to put this down here. And you can see what's going to be maintained is where these things are. And then this open part is going to have the bubbles and the...
I think this is the better process for this stencil, is that you already have one pattern down.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think it's... I think it's way too confusing. Here's the other thing I want to caution you about. When you're putting these down on top of paint, the big, fat, wide waves,
they're going to be picking
they're going to pull up. They have a chance of picking up the paint that you already have down. So this is the preferable way, I think, and that's a good point. I'm glad Mariah brought that up. That's important. All right, so I kind of want a semi-transparent here. I want a little bit of this other stuff to show through. But I would like it to be strong enough that the new patterns are being represented. So what I'm thinking here is I'm thinking to use...
carry throughout transparent red iron oxide. I don't know if that was to this particular thing or not.
Transparent red iron oxide. That is a definite possibility. Oh, do I have that in heavy body? Violet, that is not transparent by any means. I used to have some of that. I just don't. Aha. Oh, I have transparent brown.
And it's open.
Oh, God. I'm not dealing with that.
Not into that today.
Good call, Mariah. Oh, here we are. Transparent red iron oxide. But it's open. Yeah, we'll be here until next week trying. Okay. That was definitely a...
She liked that idea.
I like the idea. I really like that idea. What do we have that would be equivalent? Well, I've got nickel. Oh, that's open too.
All good stuff's open.
Open, open, open. Now this might be interesting. Okay, let's do this. You can see it's extremely transparent. Now we're going to do some browning out here. I just will tell you right now.
Hey, before you do that, Mo said Prussian, since it looked amazing last time.
It did, but I don't want to do the same thing over and over again, Mo. How boring is that? Everybody knows that works. Let's see if this one works.
You know, it's Tweak It Tuesday, and she's got to screw something up before she can tweak it. We got to keep up the entertainment value. That's at least that's the category I keep putting us on.
You know what? If I don't like the way this looks when it's down here, I can pull it with this purple, and I know this is going to be wonderful because I know that the purple and the turquoise look really like
fabulous.
Fabuloso. All right, what did I do with mine?
Do not know.
That's always.
I'm working on my number 9 card because I'm not going to be behind. I'm just telling y'all that. If I seem a little distracted, that's what I've been doing. Look at my number 9. It's a piece of art in itself. Look. Got a card to go with that 9?
I bet you I do.
Better whip it out, lady.
I'm not whipping anything out right now. I am focusing all of my energies and all.
And now, see, y'all. Some of y'all were here last night, so you know. But it's worth saying again. What did you find yesterday? It was very nicely placed on my desk, in a very apologetic way. She placed it on my desk.
And I really honestly, part of me, that little devil on my shoulder over here said, put it down in the bottom of the drawer and then tell her she needs to look again because I just know it's there somewhere. But I knew that my conscience would not let me do that. I would have had to fess up.
Yes.
And yeah. Okay. You know, I've got some mucky muck out there, but I don't know if that's going to be a factor or not.
She found both the sticker book and the pins, by the way. Both things.
They were in the same place, actually.
Why do you want heavy body over fluid paint? Mimi asks.
Well, you don't have to, but it leaves me a little bit of a wiggle room to get it down there because it just stays wet longer.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I could use open, but when you're using the fluid acrylics, you need to do this fast.
Yeah.
No, there's no lollygagging. And I like these because I don't have to worry about them going down in under. When you're using your fluid acrylics,
they're going to squish under more
they
likely.
may squish under. Now, this is a pretty new stencil, but see the lovely coverage that we're getting here? And here's the other thing about the heavy bodies. I can pull this up. Okay, I'm not going to do that right now. Don't worry about it. I will take care of that. That one over here. Uh-oh.
Did you ripped it, didn't you? You did. Now, if you leave your borders on things, that's less likely to happen.
True.
But it all will be okay in the world.
How boring is that? Okay,
she likes to gel plate with a little, you know.
I like
spice.
Tension.
Yeah,
wondering if it's gonna rip or not. I don't know that it ripped.
I think it did.
I don't know that it ripped.
Careful. You are just tempting all kinds of fate. Ooh, but that was fabulous.
Okay, I have to put that aside. I have to be able to get this on here.
Yeah. You got to move it, move it. Oh, lens number 9 cards complete with a story. Is this about the cats? Because somebody was mentioning that there. Yeah, I need to go and look at people's stuff. I do.
See, I didn't forget. But look at this. Look how cool this is starting to look.
Oh, that does look fabulous.
Doesn't it? Yeah, see, it's not picking up on the edge, is it?
That was a lot of paint.
Look at that. Okay, I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to get this one down.
Oh, she's playing with fire.
A twofer. I love when twofers happen. You know, you just sometimes can't predict. If you're using open paint, you get a lot of twofers, but you also get a lot of pain in the butt.
Oh, I know.
And
Carrie, I have gone down like late at night into the, hashtag Gelli postcard play thread. I mean, last I looked, there are now 54 channels, maybe 56 at this point, channels, and I think over 300 videos. And that's just here on YouTube.
wow.
Yeah. Hi, Apple.
I'm going to bring both of these back and show them to you. So no worries.
I cannot believe how like that you got that all up. And then that one's leaving back some. It said, here, I'll take all that and I'll leave you a little. Give a penny, take a penny. Oh, that's my favorite one so far. That's my most favorite.
All right, I'm going to bring the other one back.
Oh, and most is 90 people posting under the hashtag Gelli postcard play.
Look at how, when you put these together, they match up.
You couldn't have done that if you were going for that, it wouldn't have happened. That's all I'm saying.
But isn't that absolutely remarkable? Because remember when I told you, I want to see the lines of the stencil that I'm putting down, that? As well as the pattern underneath. I mean,
did.
I can't always call it. And I'm always so proud of myself when I do because of all the times that it doesn't happen. And, yeah, and then I'm apologetic and, okay, is that showing up? Yeah. Isn't that just remarkable? I love this, but I love this one also because it really exemplifies why that big line on the stencil. What did I do with the stencil? Oh, and then we've got this one.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay, what did I do? Oh, here it is. It's underneath the paper. So here we go. We're talking again.
We're talking again.
We're talking again. So, is that right?
I love you. You're funny.
I don't do puzzles for this reason. But that, you know, when you have big extended areas of fat lines, that's beautiful to use with something that has lots of pattern underneath it. I would pull in some of my other favorites, which are Aloha, small flower version, and Puzzle. Puzzle's a good one. But look at this, because see here, this was what was left over from the other pull.
But that's great too. That's good. That's good grunge.
Okay, I think we did some good work today.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, we're not done yet.
I know.
I still have another whole stencil to use. But I might have to...
you need to make a postcard.
Pardon?
Or are we really seriously doing that this evening?
Well, I don't know. I really do want to kind of show this other stencil.
Okay.
I think it's really a good one to use with either gauze or I'm going to call it tapestry. That's not what it is, but
Mashup.
Matchup.
Mash up. Because, like, you know, there's mashup songs. There's, like, when you put multiple things together, you're mashing them up. Well, those are multiple stencils mashed up.
Okay.
Hey, you had your opportunity to name it.
I did. I said tapestry, but I don't. The reason it's kind of like you said. Who's going to be putting in tapestry?
Well, I didn't know it. You know, even when we named gauze and stuff, I didn't know. But I figured that somebody would say something like, "I want a stencil like gauze," or "I want
something that looks like fabric." And if I don't know that it would still have that. I don't know. And I'll tell you what, those deadgum, you know, and I'm always looking for something, and I put in, say, a size or a color. They don't always stick to that.
Yeah, that's true.
They throw in some other things that, you know, coffee pot or something, and I'm going, where did that come from?
How does this even fit my search? Now your results are crap.
Yeah. And I'm all focused on what it was that I didn't want there. And then, all right, I think I got that cleaned up enough. I really like that out in the middle. I don't know if that's going to be super fantastic, but we're going to go with it. Okay, I've already used this one. And I've got my papers over here. So we're going back to again, the layering business, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think these look so cool. Look at, they look like ECAT
Yeah.
because they're all, you know, wobbly and
Hi, Robin.
what is that, Butterfly Robin?
No.
She ever come back?
Not usual.
Well, she may be having traumatic things going on in her life. We'll just leave it at that and go. Okay, so I've got either this one.
This is Circle Pop by Devin.
Or
Mondrian Lined
this
Circle
one.
by Paula.
And let me tell you what I kept. Okay, so when I cut out the border around this, these two. This one already.
Yeah, that one comes that way.
This one comes this way. You don't have to cut it.
Yeah.
Well, you could cut it some more if you wanted to, but I don't know why you'd want to. I always cut out to the edge so that I get that little bit of extra going off the page. And I know that that seems really kind of, oh, whatever. Obsessive compulsive or picky. I don't know. One of those.
No.
All right, we're going to go with the big job here.
This is Circle Pop.
This is what?
Circle Pop.
Is it still by Devin?
Yeah, still. Didn't change.
Okay. And the plate is nice and tacky. You know, it's going to stick. The stencil is going to stick. That's important. And that's one of the reasons that you want to use your heavy body paint. If you have thin, skinny lines, it's easy for the fluid acrylic to slide underneath it.
Yes.
And sometimes I don't mind that. I really don't. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, I believe that.
Laura is new. Hello, Laura. She would like to know how many layers is too many. She's new.
As many as you can get away with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, there is a finite amount, simply because after a while, your paint is not going to stick to paint.
Yeah, we always say that, like, or I say that a lot. It's paint to paint. Keep that in mind. Paint to paint.
Paint to paint. And I don't know, you know, one thing I have thought about doing is when that happens to go in and give it a real thin coat of the clear texture gesso.
True.
I don't know if that would make it stick better or not. Be something worth trying. I don't know. Do not know. All right, so I'm going to go with complimentary here. I've got good old, you know, this is my vermilion in the Artist Loft.
Yes.
And I know that this is cheap crap paint, but I absolutely freaking love this color.
I don't know that it's cheap crap, but it's, you know.
Artist Loft?
It's reasonably priced. Lovely paint.
It's reasonably priced. And I love it. This color, I can't tell you. It's really red-orange. And I'm sure that I could go to Liquitex or one of those places and just get red-orange and I'd be able to get this. But I don't have any, so this is what I have, and I love it. So I'm going to use it. Good coverage out to the edge.
Oh, yes, Mo, agreed. Mo says, I think it depends on also the paint that's being used and some opaque paint. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing opaque, you're going to have a little less opportunity for like, oh my goodness, kind of like wow layers. Because it's opaque. It's going to block out each, you know, thing. And it depends on what stencil or what, you know, how you're layering those things up. So, I don't know that there is a definitive answer because there are so many variables.
Yeah, there's
Listen to that.
That was that was art history.
Awesome.
In the making.
Talk.
You know, I just do not know why I haven't thought of doing this thing with the paper underneath before.
Yeah, it's just really just
It's life changing. You know, I watched this movie and it was called The Little Things.
yeah.
And it was, I love Denzel Washington. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of a sad movie. But that was the title of it anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, so many times that's true.
Oh, that's lovely. That one would make a good postcard.
It would make a good postcard. And it has an 8 on it.
Oh,
It's a little late for 8. Too late for 8.
some people maybe not.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps.
Okay, now, so that's the vermilion.
One of those paint had a particular smell to it.
It did?
I'm smelling it.
Oh. Well, Rudy Tooty. Here's Rose Madder. I'm just grabbing some out of
They
it.
obviously need to be used.
Yeah, they do.
The smell doesn't improve.
Okay,
You've
so...
never whipped out an old paint and gone, whoo, that smells amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Devin says maybe 18. Because look, there's a 1 in front of it.
Oh. Yeah. 18.
Or even 28.
Or 38. Oh, whoops, that's not going to work.
Mm-mm. She's really missing out on the key thing.
And this is Chocola. Acrylic in Rose Madder. I'm hoping it's going to make a nice...
Now, remember with those chocolas, they dry very quickly. You need to get to moving it. And you may even want to put a little more paint out there than you just did. I'm just saying. I know things from watching. I think it was your orange that was...
This one smells pretty good. I'll have to whiff the orange here in a moment.
I wonder if Brad is listening.
What?
Mark, reach out to me after the stream and I will get you squared away. Has anybody else clicked on the link and had any issues? Oh, these are really old, Devin. I don't know how long you're keeping your paints for or whatever, but they're pretty old. They're at least 2 years, if not 3. You may just want to clear your cache or do a refresh. But that's usually, yeah. That looks fabulous.
Got to move along here, folks. There's no dilly-dallying. And I'm being very sincere when I say that. You can't sit here and contemplate your navel and, you know, think about what you're going to do. You need to go boom, boom, boom. That's a success. A lot of that is what makes it a print come off and looking good. And you don't have the invisible ones, remember? I've had invisible one.
Where it's just all still on the plate.
Yeah. I don't know that I love that.
Mark, it could also be due to, depending on your browser that you're in, like where you're watching the stream from, it could have something to do with that. Because, or if you came in from Facebook, sometimes that does some weird things.
I don't know. I'm afraid that's just too much the same. I've got to find. Oh my gosh. Just about dropped the whole dead gum thing here. Where's that go? All right, we've got a really nice purple here. Let's try that.
Becky says she contemplates her navel often.
Well, don't do it while
you're gel printing.
Gel printing.
Yeah.
If you
we're not judging on the whole navel contemplating. It's just when you are doing it. Yeah. Matters.
And it do.
Timing matters.
Timing matters. All right, we've got a little bit of leftover stuff out there on the plate, but we're not going to obsess and compulse about it. We're just going to go ahead and go with it.
Yeah.
Now, this is Violet in Chocola. I tell you what, these Chocola paints, Mariah is absolutely correct in saying you need to.
They're quick drying little boogers, but they're great little paints and
they are.
Very reasonably
For the price,
priced.
The price component on this is like, yeah.
And the thing is like with those sets, like with the Chocola ones, they don't sell them individually, so it's like you buy the set. But a great way to get started, we always say this, like for the reasonably priced paints that are a great way to get into a particular brand. Now you have to keep in mind some brands like the Chocolas, they aren't going to sell those colors individually, but maybe just getting used to mixing colors and understanding the colors that you like. That's a great way to do it. And then maybe upgrade to some of the other paints. You go, okay, well, I like this color. Now I'm going to, invest in a maybe higher end or,
Yeah. And you also get an idea, it gives you an idea on the, oh, that looks cool. Transparency or opacity.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be across the board. And this is why I always say, when you get your paints, swatch them out. Because this is not what you're getting here. You saw what
Yeah. That one's a very noticeably different one. Not all of them are like that that easily. Like, oh, that's different.
And that's just so there aren't any surprises. And you can, after a while, you don't have to swatch things because you know. But when you're first starting out, I swatch the dickens out of everything.
Oh, that's true too. That looks fabulous.
And see, it's even pulling up a little bit of that other stuff. I think it just makes it interesting. That smells good. All right, so we've got orange, we've got red, we've got purple. What do we need?
I don't know. You got 30 minutes to do whatever you need.
Green. I need green. I don't know that I need lime green, and I don't know if I really want it to be super transparent. So I'm going to look over here because it seems like I have.
Oh, Carrie created a dedicated swatch book for it, and then zuttered it.
And then what?
Zuttered it.
What does that mean?
Put it the spiral bound.
Oh.
Like has a book. She got it. She keeps them on the paint.
Yeah, okay.
She'd lose the book.
Hey, look at this.
She laughed because she knew it was true. Like, where's my swatch book?
I was...
Hey, Cynthia.
Excuse me. Thinking last night when I was going to sleep, and it's because you used some of... Oh, I don't want to do that. What am I thinking? I need to
that looks pretty. See, I stayed up too late. It's too late.
I stayed up till 1 a.m. because once I stay up past...
Yeah, then you're up.
I'm just like, yeah. Okay, so what was I saying?
You were laying there contemplating.
Oh, yeah. Remember, I made a tag where I had samples of all of those things that Mo sent me.
Yes.
Do you know what book those are in?
See, this is exactly what we're talking about.
Well, you just remind me. I don't remember crap.
Yeah.
And that's what I've got you for. What do I have to remember everything for?
I'm like her search engine, but I'm telling you,
She is my
I ain't getting better.
search engine.
Updates are not happening.
Oh, I hate updates because they always change everything around.
Yeah.
And I just get so that I know where everything is, and all of a sudden they've got an update and it's in a completely different spot, and it's so blessed irritating.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I'm not brayering that off.
Oh, that's of course, Deb. I tell you,
What?
goals. She says on a Rolodex, and then she spins it to the blue section if she wants a blue.
I really like this one because it fits between my fingers.
I think that little thing that you're talking about is in one of the last 2 books that you made. So that means it's in like the purple book or that other purple book you were supposed to be making.
No, it's not there.
Or it's
older.
Okay, then it's in Celestial.
Oh yeah, the doors.
I think so.
That's
because it sounds. I think that's about the time that was all happened.
Do you know where doors is? I don't think doors is not in my
It's here. See if I'm right, y'all. I like being right, especially on stream. It's an extra satisfaction.
I told her, I said, you know, the other thing is I would have deprived you of the joy of saying I knew that you had that.
Yes. That's a good mother, isn't it? Like
it is. I sacrificed myself at the altar of whatever. Hey, look at this booger. My God, isn't that fabulous?
Look at this. I think this, right?
Yes.
Hey, you know who else lives here? If you know, you know.
I want you to look at how wonderful this is. Look at this. Oh, I just
There's a lot of inside jokes here, y'all. If you want to know about it, Mo will drop in a link because we got a lot of that listed over on the PMisms.
All right, so boy, a lot of really good stuff left here on the plate. All right, so for my birthday, Mo sent me all of these little strings and wraps, and so I made this card, and this is what was in the packaging. And she uses, more people have mobile phones than toilets. And this is stock up at whogivesacrap.org. That's this brand of toilet paper. But
Mo sent us this.
She didn't send us a toilet paper, but
packaging.
And I thought it was so it just cracked me up, and I loved it so much.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a little pointers from one of Miriam's stencils.
Mm-hmm.
And see that little sad, maybe worrying about it will help.
Yeah.
And it says from Mo. Threads in nettle, eucalyptus, hemp, sari ribbon, and sky blue with gold fringe.
Mm-hmm.
And a mushroom card she made. Something, I can't read my writing.
Yeah.
Painted. That's 2023 in April. But I have them numbered here. And I have them numbered up there so I know.
Mm-hmm. See, that was around
This is nettle.
Mm-hmm.
Nettle. Hemp. That's what Mariah put on the butterfly, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, quick question here. Becky asks, this is a really good question. Do you swatch colors on all the types of paper you use or just your favorite paper? Does paper choice change the color? Well, of course it does. But ultimately speaking, what we do here, because we have little stickers in the shop, although I'm about out and I don't know if people want me to reorder, but there you go. The little side note, a little salesy thing there for PM Artist Studio stickers. But the reason it's easier just to have it on your paint, you swatched onto your paint is obviously it's right there. You just see it. You don't have to, but if you're the type of artist that's like, working on a project and you want to pick out particular colors and things of that nature, I could see the advantage to that because yes, of course the paper's going to
make a big difference.
Make a difference in how it performs. Not only just color wise, but just in, how, like the different types of paint, how they are going to perform on different types of paper. So yeah, that would be very interesting.
Okay, well, this is, y'all just need to, Mo will give you a link on to wherever that that is, but I love these little, I call them little time capsules.
Yeah.
But I want everybody to look at this print and say, oh my God, isn't that absolutely flippin' brilliant?
Okay, I will order more stickers.
More stickers?
Yeah, because I have one pack of, I think we saw them in 25.
For people to,
yeah.
And I think this is looking really marvelous here. And I'm going to pull this wonderful stuff up with what Carrie recommended a while ago, my favorite go-to.
Oh, thank you.
Quinacridone nickel azo gold or transparent red iron oxide. I haven't used it a single time today. It would not be a day of gel printing without a little bit of
nickel azo gold.
Nickel azo gold.
And a little banging on the table.
Transparent red iron oxide.
Or that too.
They're interchangeable. And if you wanted to bring in, the other one is quinacridone burnt orange is absolutely fabulous also. All right, I've got to get my thing.
Hi, Jennifer. Hey, we're probably going to stream again later this evening to do our number 9 cards.
Yeah, because I'm not.
It ain't happening right now.
I'm on a roll here.
While she's rolling.
And the thing about that I'm feeling really good about this, Mariah, is I'm making...
I want to look up something anyway for my card, because I sort of know what I'm going to do. But I want a little thing, because I really loved your, a little dirt ain't going to hurt kind of thing. And I need a funny card like that.
A little dirt never hurt.
But I got a different funny one. And if I have to lay it out and typeset it and do whatever I need to do, I'm going to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just doing a plate cleanup here, and then we're just going to go on because I've got my next...
Woohoo!
My next batch.
Look at us troubleshooting in a live stream. Where else are you going to get such service?
Yeah.
Mo and Brad help Mark. Oh, and welcome, Laura, to Powsy Wowsy. At some point in time, I'm going to have some cool little graphic things, but I just haven't added them. So, woo!
Look at this. Isn't this just brilliant?
That's lovely. I might even need a little piece of that if you're willing to, like, cut it up, or is this for packets?
This is our packets. I'm making packets right now.
Paper.
Now, some of these I'm not cutting up for packets because
you just love them.
I mean,
hi, Christy.
Like these right here, I'm keeping that.
Those are special.
This one especially is really special.
Well, you gotta keep the other one because they go together.
Yeah, that's true. They're companion pieces. Okay.
Oh, listen to this. Carrie's number 10 postcard is a technique that he learned from us. Will be revealed tomorrow. Hi, Kelly Green. Hello.
All right, I'm gonna put some I'm going to put a layer of
and thumbsy upsies if you haven't thumbsy upsies.
Quinacridone crimson on this here, and really jazz it up.
What would be fun is if you just called that Quin Crim.
What?
Quin Crim.
Quin Crim? I can't say it. My lips do not wrap around that.
They don't do that. Oh, I love it. Deb. I'll tell you what, Deb.
I don't know what I've got going on here, but I've got strings.
And what's hilarious, though, like, I'll be there ready to go to bed about, it's been about 11 o'clock most nights here lately, which is ridiculous. But, so, then Darcy's video drops at midnight. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to watch that. And then I think Carrie's video has dropped right around then. as well. So, yeah. I came in late. Oh, the little taking me a minute, Lizima. She says, oh, a favor. She wanted to know about Pedro. Horny man.
Oh, horny man.
Yeah. Well, so actually, Pedro's been around for a while.
Oh, heavens.
Because he started out with a different project, but he didn't really fit in totally. So then part of him kind of just floated around here for a while. And then he sort of got integrated into this book, which is the Celestial Gateway book. So yeah, that's kind of the timeline of that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember back if we even, I mean, there might even been a stream or two where Pedro was a very prominent figure during those streams.
He didn't start out as, he didn't.
I love it when Brad's funny.
What did he say?
So he kind of, he backtracked. He told Mark, he's like, hey, I couldn't find anything, but glad it's working. And then he just said, wait. I mean, I fixed it, Mark. It was the flex capacitor wasn't plugged in. It's Brad humor. I liked it.
Well, my problem is I might like it if I understood it.
Yeah. That's why it's even funnier to all of us.
Yeah.
It's very...
Okay, now we're going to do some of... Remember I showed you this technique that I did this with that one pin?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to use this stencil, and I'm going to put it down here and pick it up. So because I think it's going to, because it already has these kind of sectioned pieces, and I think it's going to go really well together. That's what I'm thinking. So now I need to think about the color, and I really, really want a transparent.
Hi, Jerry.
Warm yellow. Getting a really nice sprayer off over here going too.
Yes. You know, with the new layout, I left more space in between us. And that was commented on that was liked.
That what?
There's more space in between us. In our little...
Oh, okay.
Hooty-doos.
Okay, we're using a fluid acrylic. I did use a little bit more than I usually do so that it'll stay wet longer, because I'm hoping to use part of this to put down on my sprayer off over here.
Robin says that whenever she inherits all her...
Did you see what I just did?
You popped it. Well, because you rolled the heck out of it down to that place.
It was stuck down good.
That was her fault.
Yeah, but I can fix this one.
Yeah, all you have to do is put some tape on it, and the lines are thick enough you can kind of do that. Robin says when she inherits all of her husband's money, she'll be buying everything.
I don't know what to do with that little
piece.
I guess that kind of ends the stencil for today, and I got to get it off of here.
It's going to the little stencil hospital. I can get some repairs. It'll be different when you see it again.
And you know, the whole thing about it is sometimes when I'm doing my repairs, I'm thinking of something else to do, and I'm pulling off paper here. This is going to be a real interesting one. I need to get this down and shut the hell up.
This is why we also say to y'all, please be very careful whenever they are brand new. They are the stickiest when they are brand new. So,
Yeah, that was the first time I used that one.
And also, she removed her edges. Keep in mind that when you alter it, sometimes that will have adverse
effects. Hey, you know, live dangerously.
Hey, and I love it. Liz Ann says, just cut it to a 5x7 feet. Kind of girl.
Well, I know the people that make these, and I have a feeling that that one's a rather rapid one too.
It is. It cuts very, very, very quickly. It's not.
Oh my God! But look at this.
Oh wow!
Woohoo!
So that marker's obviously a water-based marker.
Is.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit, and she got a good old biscuit out of that.
Yeah. Now here I have to show you this. Okay. So here's all the paper that stuck to the stencil.
Sticky.
So yeah, I'll just glue it back together with the
and what
the washi tape.
You could put it on there kind of wonky. It might be kind of fun.
There, that's how it goes right there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it had 2 contact points and it pulled off.
Yeah, that was all about you and how you were pulling at it. That takes a lot of doing. Well, I don't know.
Well, I guess we won't be using that one anymore.
Well, you got 14 minutes.
I'll just bring this one back in. I'm fighting with them over here. There. Latching onto each other. Okay, I need to do a little.
It's a maverick candy. Why is that making that noise today, and why is it bothering me so much? I think you're doing it more on purpose, too.
I don't know. I really don't know. Alrighty.
That's probably true, Mo. Here, listen to this. She says, Queen P is the most awesome Franken stencil maker. I think she accidentally does these things on purpose.
You know, on Thursday, I'm going to read the article I was going to read you last week. And one of the things that people who are late bloomers, that's one of the characteristics. They create problems so they can solve them because they enjoy it. Yeah.
Or at least somebody got real smart about it and said, this is called justification, and I'm gonna, study.
I'm going with it.
I'm going with it.
Works for me.
I told my family members.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write an article or in a book and have some other science people look at it.
Okay, I'm really leaning towards, and I know I've just used the bejesus out of it today, but my permanent rose.
Oh, go to bed, Carrie. We'll see you in the morning.
Yes, we will.
And we better not catch you up at 2 a.m. again. See, you stayed up too late.
Oh, yeah, he's probably suffering from last night.
Yeah.
Gosh, I couldn't believe that. I told Mariah, I said, well, there'll probably be 5 people that show up, but we don't really care.
There ended up being 60.
It'll be a video that other people can watch and replay. And so we just decided to do it. Well, she decided to do it.
Yeah.
And I went along with it. Brad told me to be nice.
Yeah. Don't be
and
grumpy.
I thought it was nice.
You were very fun. Because you were fed.
I'm telling you, that blood sugar business has a lot to do. Oh, good God almighty, I've still got yellow on here. Okay, I got to do a little wipey, sorry.
Yeah.
Because I didn't mind so much the color on there as I did the texture that was on my brayer. And I may have gotten to it quick enough that I can... Because it's definitely not time to, peel it. It's not right. Okay, I think that'll work.
And Lynn says, P, you were so chatty last night. I know. See?
Well, I got my second wind.
Yeah. She's either really good at that time of night or she's, you know.
I'm telling you
one or
what,
the other.
I need some, your bar supplies. Do you have any Bloody Mary mix?
Oh, I don't know that. I mean, if we did, I would say that
It's
that would.
probably not, yeah.
No.
All right, now I'm going to show you how to do this so that you don't do what I did on the other one.
You need to pick up that next one.
Yeah.
It's always best to come at it from two different directions.
Yeah.
That way you have the most support. And kind of pre-releasing that stuff helps.
As once you get about halfway across, you know that you're good to go. You're not in danger of. Gotta get this sucker position here so I can.
That's right. I was reading that, Becky, and then I was like, oh, yeah, that makes a little more sense. But yeah, I thought it was cute the way you said it, though, too. Now, after the stream, what I would like you to do, after you've eaten and whatnot, pull together your stuff.
Well, I've got tons of them pulled together back here. It's just, you know.
Like, but if you had one planned for number 9, I do not.
I don't think I did.
Of her.
I don't believe that I had a number 9 planned. I have 10. Good to go on 10.
Well, tomorrow you're off the hook then, but today, on. I like this one less than the other one, but I still like this.
I like it a lot.
Oh, that one smudgy corner makes me a little sad. I love the one
This
top
one?
strip. Yeah.
Well, I think it has. I can point down there and do some things.
Yeah. But I love the top section. That's awesome. And it's really cool how that marker is doing what it's doing with those paints.
I know. It is, isn't it? All right, now this is...
If y'all missed, like, what we keep talking about with the marker, so all of those little drawn areas that look fuzzy, she did that with the marker that's, like, partially running out.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
I love it when we have the example in the stream that we're doing it in. That's so helpful.
Isn't it?
It's almost downright professional. But I don't want to start any rumors.
Okay, so this is it. This is called a Marby Brush Marker number 29 in Prussian Blue, and it conforms to the ASTM-D-4236. It's acid-free and non-toxic, so you can suck on it if you get...
You can suck it.
Yeah. Okay, so...
But it's running out of ink.
It's running out of ink.
But it's in a little... It's in that...
a sweet... You know, or you can, you know, bear down a little bit and you can get darker, little darker spots.
Spend a little more time in an area.
And you know, and kind of, yeah. I mean, this is what I did on those others.
I know, this stream has been sponsored by Prussian Blue.
But you just kind of do some jicky-jacky and, you know, oogly-googly around. Hither and yon. And it makes for a really interesting textural quality to your print.
Yeah.
So when you go through your markers, test them out and see if they do this. And don't throw them away. I have a drawing downstairs. Have we shown that before? I think we have.
Yeah, well, the ones that are in your sketchbook, they've seen before. And then the funny thing is that I'm trying to think. I am pretty sure that at least one of our paper sets I believe that it is the Boutique Indigo, what was it, Indiegogo Blue printable set. One of those drawings was done with this effect. Mm-hmm.
And you can just keep going until you know, have as much on there as you want. All right, now we will.
The marker maketh marks.
The marker maketh mark. All right, let's get this.
You got 5 minutes.
Get this down here. And I'm going to go with,
I'm a little,
well, I think I am.
but we'll see how it bears out, huh? That's the printmakers, how the cookie crumbles. I didn't get a chuckle out of her on that one. Bye, Christy. Thanks for hanging.
Oh yeah, this is going to be great because it's crazy.
Yeah. Get enough. Yeah, it'll be a really cool effect with that. Well done, P. Good thought. The smack is important.
It is. Let that
Paper now.
gel plate know who's
Yeah.
in charge here. That's necessary to rip it off.
Mm-hmm. Clean up those edges because those are what starts to build up, cause problems. You know, there's lots of things.
And I've learned that the hard way, and I forget sometimes, and sometimes I don't really care, or I don't have time, or yada yada boo boo.
That's trippy. Because it looks kind of...
Okay, I'm not quite done. No, don't leave yet.
3 minutes. I'll let her go over if she wants, but y'all do what you need to do.
No, I'm going to use pink. Because I like that pink up there in that corner.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is going to
do what you want it to do.
Do what I want.
So these are washout bottles. I need to actually answer somebody's comment about washout bottles. Maybe you answered it. I don't know.
I answered it.
Oh, fantastic.
I know. I was really rather proud of myself.
Yeah. So that's the reason that it's doing this ultra crazy business or selling or, you know, all kinds of people
wanted to know where you bought these.
And I was like,
that's so sweet.
Yeah, the reason I didn't answer it right away is I'm like, how do I explain this? I felt like she was new, so it's like, you know, you need more information. And yeah. It looks like there was a bad word written in the back of that.
Okay, not done yet.
Subliminal.
How many minutes do I have now?
Oh.
This is another washout.
So Mo says, please remind people to comment on Deb's paper database post. Oh, that is over in the Makers and Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group. If you are not a member over there, then you don't know what the heck we're talking about and you can't get involved. So you need to get over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let me tell you, we are very excited about the database. But she's trying to, I'm assuming she is gathering data. Or gathering information on what data to gather.
Yes.
That's equally important.
Now you can tell this is really saturated, this paper, because it's coming through to the back side.
It's wet. That's why it's called a washout, because water's been mixed in with it.
See?
If you wanted to be a really good person and not deal with stinky paint, use distilled water. She does not.
Yeah. I just whip some frankincense in there.
Yeah, see, it's good to know what you want to know.
Gaggy.
I love that.
Look at that. Now, I'm telling you, okay, so the next thing is the reefer.
Mm-hmm. This is
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes. Okay, it's
But
time.
this is soggy.
no,
I
No.
can't do it today.
And
but-
that's a really good point.
Yes.
Because the thing is that if you start adding paint on top of that, you are just setting yourself up for crying tears of ripped, shredded
Paper.
Let it dry.
Just let it dry. And I know sometimes I really push it sometimes. I really honestly do.
Mhm.
And if you want to know a little trick here, if your paper's kind of like this, it really pushes down into the stencil easier, but you're also taking a risk of having your paper stick to your stencil. So it's a tricky thing, and it can be done, and it mashes down in there because it's all pliable at this point.
Yes.
But yeah, that's
Okay. So,
well, I only had two more to go.
look at that. Hey, I'm proud of you. You made things happen. We'll be back later this evening, you guys. We can chit chat about more things, and we're going to be doing postcards because that's what that's going to be about. Anyway, thanks for hanging, guys. Bye.
Bye.